Last day in India. I've just spent the last week travelling through India's Golden Triangle, arriving in Delhi, then travelling to some epic sites in Agra, recognise this place? And Jaipur, where I also experienced one of the most fun and flavour-filled street food tours of my life. Please click the video link above if you'd like to see more. I'm finally back now where it all started in Delhi, and today I have a jam-packed city tour where I'll be visiting some of the city's major highlights. You'll hear my honest reflections and thoughts along the way as we negotiate the capital city of India in the 47-degree heat. We are going to explore Delhi, old and new, but first let's hit the breakfast bar and then let's get this show on the road for the final time. Well, for my last morning in India, it's only fitting that I have a properly fantastic Indian breakfast, and I'm actually not sure what everything is on this plate. I've got like a fried savoury donut, I think, and a couple of very spicy things, an egg roll, rice, interestingly, some chips for breakfast. Okay, let's try this donut. It's a bagel, I think with maybe caraway seeds. Very tasty. Starts here in Old Delhi, which is also known as Shahjahanabad, named after one of the Mughal emperors, Shah Jahan, who also was responsible for the Taj Mahal. And we are riding through on a rickshaw to the main mosque in the area, Jama Masjid, that's right. We are almost there now, and because there are no big or large cars allowed through Old Delhi, we are taking a rickshaw for this component of the tour. The Jama Masjid Mosque is actually the largest in India, and we're taking a walk through now. I am a little bit less upbeat than normal because I'm feeling a little bit, not scammed, that's a strong word, but I'm feeling a little bit taken advantage of this morning. Actually, when I got into the tuk-tuk, my guide bargained for a price. He told me it was going to be around 300. The guy asked for 500, and then I said 350. Then when we got into the actual tuk-tuk, the guide said to me, okay, so it's 350 per person, so you pay 700. And I was like, what? Like, no, you told me 350 per person. So expectation is that I would pay for him as well, but that wasn't declared up front. And I've got to say, a lot of the times on this tour, there's been so many hidden costs that have not been declared to me. We got to the mosque, and then it was another 50 to have this kind of outfit to cover me, which I totally understand the need to cover up in the mosque. But that was not kind of told to me or declared to me, and yes, 50 rupees is very kind of small cost to pay, but at the same time, this is just an example of quite a few things that have not been kind of forthcoming in terms of the entry fees and costs that are associated with the tour. So when you pay for a tour, you don't actually get the transport included, like the rickshaw today. So it's just a few little things that don't kind of always add up. So definitely if you're coming to India, just budget for a little bit extra, because they will find a way to get it from you. There are a lot of hidden costs, and the expectation is that you as the foreigner will pay for them. But yes, time to lift the spirits and recharge for a good day in Delhi. Okay, so just had another hidden fee, 20 rupees to pay to the man to look after my shoes. But apparently that is because there are people who come along and steal the shoes, so fair enough. Okay, off to India's biggest spice market now. And we will cover only 5% today because it is 1 kilometre long. We have a few other things to pack into our itinerary. And apparently these spices are sourced from all over the world, from this market. That's how famous they are and how amazing they'll make your food taste.
That's why in India food is delicious only because of the spices. 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Sure.
This is the jewelry market, silver jewelry market.
Okay, we are on the way. To get to the spice market and India's biggest market, we are actually heading down Chandni Chowk, which is the main street in Old Delhi. All of the street vendors are getting ready for the day, set to be another hot one. Lots of fresh fruits around, flowers. The market is just beginning. Guys, any guesses what this is? This is turmeric, and this is what I have in my lattes when I'm feeling very fancy. I love a turmeric latte, and this is on the streets of Delhi, inside one of the biggest spice markets in the world. So there are quite a few people sneezing around here. The spices really do get into your nose. It's very fragrant and it's actually incredibly amazing to walk through. It's really just opening for the day, so a lot of the doors are going up on all of these little stalls as the vendors start to get out their goods to sell. Really interesting to see how the people are living here and what they're selling. Then past some chai makers. Oh, I've got a sneeze coming. Very vibrant and lively neighbourhood. In the street of the spice market you can see the homes of the workers, the labour upstairs, and then the downstairs area is the warehouse where they hold all of their spices and they get ready to send it off on the ships to countries like yours and mine, so we can enjoy our food with that little bit more spice. Indian cinnamon, okay? Does it smell?
Taste it.
Taste?
Yeah. When you chew it, it turns to...
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. Okay. Nutmeg is special.
Yeah. Organic cloves. It's for rice, for meat,
That's
for
strong,
chicken.
yeah.
Black pepper, white pepper. This one is long pepper. Maybe you've never seen before this.
No, long pepper. What do you put the long pepper in?
In the rice, meat, chicken, lamb,
Okay.
whatever you like it. Delhi cherry is the best pepper of the world. It's not spicy, but aromatic, flavorful.
You can only get in India?
Only in India.
Only here,
Yeah.
wow.
Strawberry. Lychee tea, lychee fruit tea.
Oh, that's very nice. Very fruity.
Very good
Lychee.
with iced tea, hot tea, whatever.
Okay.
White tea. White tea is known as the queen of teas because it crops once in 7 years.
Okay.
Same tea leaves you can reuse 4 to 5 times, but within 24 hours, not more than it. And this tea contains more antioxidants than green tea.
Okay.
Very good for migraine patients. Blue tea. When you boil
yeah.
it, you will get blue color of tea.
Okay.
And this tea in India we used to drink to treat cancer, tumors, anti-ulcers, anti-fatigue. Very good for brain function. Saffron is really very good from India, from Kashmir. Back home you will get from Spain or from Iran, not Kashmiri.
Thank you for the explanation.
Welcome, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You too.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Well, I've just picked up a packet of turmeric. 320 rupees from the street market after a lovely explanation about all of the different spices here. And I plan on making my own turmeric latte when I get home. Hopefully that's possible and hopefully I can get this back into Australia. But it's sealed very tightly, so wish me luck. Well beyond my scope to go through the intricacies of Mr. Mahatma Gandhi in this video, but he is known as a freedom fighter here in India, a peacekeeper, and among some people a little bit disliked because of his relationship with Pakistan. In any case, it's, like I said, a bit beyond me to comment, but this is the site of his cremation where his body was cremated, and there's an eternal flame that will be going forever according to my guide. Mahatma Gandhi is widely accredited for bringing India its independency, being independent in 1947. And we are picking up our shoes now. Landmark icons in Delhi is the India Gate, and that is what we're walking to right now. It's it's a war memorial for the 75,000 soldiers who were killed, Indian soldiers who were killed in the First World War and in a few other wars actually as well. So it's a huge structure, 42 meters high, and at night time even more fabulous, lit up in lights. I've just asked if we can go across to the other side, where most of the other tourists seem to be. I'm not really sure why we're on this side. My tour guide has said we'll have to cross under the underpass now, so that's what we're doing. Hopefully we can get a better picture of India Gate from the other side. I've just been informed this is actually a new underpass as of last year, so prior to this underpass being created, people would have to cross the road. Quite chaotic, so very glad for this underpass here right now. Was constructed in 1921 and it's got the names of all of the soldiers who died fighting for India inscribed onto its walls. And you can see why this magnificent structure is sometimes referred to as the Arc de Triomphe of India. We're here at the Humayun's tomb, and Humayun was the second Mughal in the Mughal dynasty. He's actually buried here, and it's like a mini Taj Mahal for all intents and purposes. It's 600 rupees. It's one of the popular things to do here, and there are actually 150 of the Mughal family all buried here as well. So if you do want to see some more of the Mughal architecture in a similar version to the Taj Mahal, then come along here. Having a little bit of a moment of reality check. All the beeping and noises, people asking me for photos, starting to get to me a little bit. So they're just taking a little bit of a time out in this very quiet little patch, and yeah, someone else has found me here. You can't escape. There are just so many sights and sounds and noises and things grabbing your attention. It's a bit overwhelming sometimes. So I also think that I've been on a very fast-paced tour, so I'm looking forward to just having a bit of quiet time. The next stop will be at the Lotus Temple, and then after that we'll be heading back to the airport. So time to just take a breath, recalibrate, and I'm sure when my lovely driver Gudu arrives back here with the car, air conditioning, water, life will be a bit of a different story. But yeah, life on the streets of India, this is it. This is how the people live here. This is just their day-to-day normal reality. Amazing to see, but not gonna lie, I do love my creature comforts. I do think if you travel in the winter time, it would be a much different experience because the heat is quite zapping. So on top of kind of, I guess, all the noise and sounds and smells and people wanting your attention, it just adds that next layer of feeling a little bit out of control and a little bit out of your depth. If you're a fan of architecture, there's a high chance you may have seen the next place we're going to. Oh, birds galore. The Lotus Temple. It's part of the Baha'i religion. The Baha'i religion is actually not very popular in India, but people love the architecture of this building, and why not? There are 27 marble petals that make up its structure. see behind me the huge number of people all swarming up to this building, the Lotus Temple, which is really beautiful, but the lineup here is going to take around 40-50 minutes to get through. So we are just having a look around the outside. In any case, this is a gorgeous building, really beautiful grounds, lots of grass, greenery, birds in the sky. The people are really enjoying it. So, a lovely place to come. Without sounding too critical, today's tour in Delhi has been a little bit disappointing, mostly from the fact that it just hasn't been organised very well. I've had really little warning before being kind of dropped off at the side of the road and hurried out of the car to get to another monument. And just in terms of the entry costs involved, as well as time frames for lineups, and yeah, it just hasn't really been communicated all that well to me. So I think that's impacted my perception of today. But in general, the tour has been reasonably well coordinated and communicated to me, so I don't want that to reflect on the entire trip. Just today's has been a little bit haphazard. Anyway, we are back to the car soon. I'm gonna grab some lunch and then I'll be back to the airport for me. For those of you travelling to Delhi, other highly recommended things to do with your time include taking a stroll in the Lodi Gardens, where you can escape the busyness of the city for a peaceful stroll around this huge sprawling green space. Visiting the Lahori Gate, which is the main entrance to the Red Fort of Delhi and is built on the impressive Yamuna River. Experiencing the buzz and all the flavours and aromas of a traditional night market. Soaking up more history at the Safdarjung tomb, which is the last tomb garden of the Mughal era. Peering up at the highest tower in India and UNESCO World Heritage Site of Qutub Minar, truly a sight to be seen. Marvelling at the Mughal architecture of the Agra Baoli stepwell. And of course, there are many other temples and religious sites to be seen if you are keen. I've had an absolutely amazing time discovering India, all the various monuments, places, the loudness, the sights and sounds. And thanks so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed the video, then please give it a like, and if you'd like to join with me on future adventures, then please subscribe. See you then.